If you're thinking about moving to the Reno area, you're going to want to hear the pros and cons to living in Reno, Nevada. My name is Amy Burgos, and I wanted to make a video depicting the pros and cons to living in Reno, Nevada. So if you're interested, you know exactly what to expect. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the Reno area, please feel free to reach out and I'd be happy to help you. The first pro I want to talk about is the weather. Reno actually has over 300 days of sunshine each year, and also 4 seasons. During the springtime, you could expect the temperatures to be around 50s to 70s. In the summertime, you could expect the weather to be in the 80s to 90s and sometimes even the low hundreds. In the fall, it starts to cool off a bit and you're looking at the temperature being anywhere between the 50s and 70s. And in the wintertime, it definitely does snow here, and the weather, the temperature can get anywhere between the 30s and 40s. And also too, because it does snow here, there is snow that does stick on the valley floor. However, during, I would say 11 o'clock, it's pretty much melted for the most part, if not pretty slushy. So it's pretty easy to get around. So nothing too major when it comes to the snow. Another pro I want to mention is Lake Tahoe. And I know that Lake Tahoe is not in Reno. However, it is very, very close. It takes a little bit over an hour to get there from either Reno or from Sparks. The really cool thing about Lake Tahoe is its pretty blue waters. In different areas along the shoreline, you're able to see the different hues of blues and even sometimes green in the water. If you like to paddleboard, kayak, or just hang out on the beach, definitely check out Lake Tahoe. And fun fact, Lake Tahoe actually has over 40 beaches along its shoreline. So you definitely want to check that out. Another pro I want to mention are the ski resorts. Reno is very close to a popular locals ski resort called Mount Rose. There are also many others that you could choose from, such as Boreal, Kirkwood, Heavenly, just to name a few. Pro tip is if you do go to any of these resorts, try going on the weekday. Try and avoid weekends and holidays to avoid the crowds and to ensure that you have more time on the slopes. Another pro I want to mention are the events that happen here locally. Street Vibrations is a motorcycle rally that happens at the end of September. This event has a lot of live music, vendors, and poker runs. Next event would be the Reno Rodeo, which happens in June, that lasts for a little over a week, which also has a lot of vendors, food vendors, sales vendors, and also music as well. They also have competitions like bull riding and mutton busting. Another event is the Hot August Nights. And yes, it is in August. This is a really neat event because there's people who travel all over the world to attend this event and to show off their classic cars. And lastly, my favorite event is the hot air balloon races. This happens in September as well. However, you do have to wake up very, very early if you do want to see the light show and get a parking spot too. But it's definitely something that you will want to check out with either your family. Kids love that, so it's definitely a great event. And last on the pros list, Nevada does not have state income tax. Nevada is one of 9 states who does not have individual state income tax. Nevada has a sales tax, or more so Reno has a sales tax of 8.265%. This is why a lot of people come to the Silver State because of this benefit. All right, now let's get into the cons of living in Reno. Rent is fairly high. For a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, you're looking at anywhere between $1,400 to $2,000 each month. And this all depends on location as well as if the apartment is considered luxury or not. A great way to help with the cost of rent is to rent out a house and share that with friends or family to help lessen the burden of such high rent prices. Another con on the list are the housing prices. According to the Reno Sparks Realtor Association, the median house price is $565,000. That, coupled with high interest rates, makes it less affordable to buy. However, there are homes in the $300,000 to $400,000 range in the Reno Sparks area. However, that is limited. There are definitely more homes in the $400,000 to $500,000 range and more as your price point goes up. The market has definitely slowed over the past 6 months, not just in Reno, but nationally as well. If you're a buyer 6 months ago, it is significantly easier to buy a home now than it was then, due to high interest rates and less competition. I understand that affordability is an issue. However, if you can qualify for a home, now is not a bad time to do so. So it's not all bad news. The last con I want to talk about is construction. Due to Reno's rapid growth, the infrastructure cannot support it. So they are constantly either maintaining or adding additions to either freeways or side streets. So you have to be mindful when commuting that this does happen, especially during the summertime. So to add extra time for you to get to your destination. Overall, I would say every city has its pros and cons, but definitely Reno has more pros that outweigh the cons. If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.